What's going on, YouTube community? Local John 1812 here, coming from a new surroundings, a new settings for you guys. So I hope you like it. And Jay, what do you think?
I like the settings. I like the background here.
And we got some new people helping us out with the camera, trying to keep it going for us. And looking good, John?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Alrighty.
Sorry if it shakes a little bit, but
All right. So I think for local area people, I think the biggest thing today that we just heard was recently that J-Kwon Lyles.
Yeah. He's a sophomore guard for Ohio State.
Yep. And he just recently got in trouble.
Yes. Yes. It's unfortunate enough said according to reports, according to one report, he said he quit the team, last month. And so a lot of the players, they returned home, before they have to come back to campus, for summer sessions, summer workouts, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Lyle's visit back to his hometown didn't turn out as well.
Right. And looks like he may have gotten intoxicated while driving a vehicle. Now, I must stress that we do not know if any of this is facts. It could be misreported. So we're just getting this from third, fourth party sources that, we don't know if it's completely true. All we know is that something did happen. And we're hoping for the best for the young man. Hope he finds another place to play college basketball. We hope some of this isn't true, that he might have done something with hit an officer or something. We hope none of that's true. We hope that it's a misunderstanding, and we hope the best for him. That's what I hope for. I mean, is that,
Yes.
So, other than that, my Yankees were on a winning streak, and then they lost a few games, like 2, I think, back to back. But Jeter has his retirement game Sunday tomorrow. And it's important that it'll be a pretty important night for the Yankees to retire his jersey, put his number out there with all the other greats, and hope that they come away with a victory, because you definitely don't want to lose that game.
Well, this is something I just found out today, is that all of the Yankees, retired jerseys, they're all single digits, 1 through 9.
Coincidence? I don't know.
Strange one.
I know. And you don't want to play all those as Powerball numbers, because usually you get a high Powerball number. But I bet you someone in New York is going to try to use those numbers, incorporate it with some other lottery numbers.
They probably will.
Jeter might be a good Powerball number tonight, number 2 for the actual Powerball.
Maybe.
So that's a be important game Sunday to check that out. Also tomorrow, Golden State plays San Antonio, correct? Game 1.
Yes, Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals.
And then you also have Game 7.
Yes, Game 7, Washington, Boston. That's Monday.
And my predictions for the championship come down to that Game 7. I hope Wall. You seen Wall? He made the game winner. Good boy.
I didn't get to see the game, but I did see the highlights this morning where Wall made the game winner. I'm like, wow.
That was, they tried to get Bradley Beal open. It didn't work out. Wall took matters in his own hands and made the shot.
Yes, he said, and they said Wall struggled through most of the game, but he made the most important shot, the game-winning shot.
Right.
And Isaiah Thomas had a really good-looking shot at the end of regulation. It looked really good. And I said it just bounced off the back of the rim.
And also, if we can, let's rewind back, because we did say Sunday will be Golden State versus San Antonio. But what happened to the Houston Rockets and the San Antonio Spurs with James Harden? Miserable game. That game, what was that, Game 6 or was it 7?
Yes, that was Game 6.
Game 6.
Game 6 this past Thursday night.
Miserable.
The Spurs played without Kawhi Leonard and somehow...
Without Tony Parker, obviously.
And without Tony Parker, and just mysterious, and just smashed the Rockets by 39 points on their own home court.
Home court. It's demolished them. And I don't know what happened. James Harden is a way better basketball player than that, at least on the offensive end, maybe not on the defensive end. But he definitely, just came up. He laid an egg. And it's past Easter, ain't it?
Well, Yeah.
was a good one.
Well, sometimes that happens, man.
Stuff happens. Well, also too, I didn't know if you heard reports of this. I think it was Alvarez and Chavez Jr.
Yes.
had a boxing match last Saturday.
Yes, it was last Saturday.
Alvarez won.
Mm-hmm.
Chavez Jr. was basically rode by some girls he was hanging out with at a bar. He is married, but he went to go party. Some guy got him drunk and all this stuff, and he had some girls over to his hotel room. They took his watch, his money, and the check. The initial check that they gave him for his winnings, like I didn't know they were just like writing checkbooks out, They gave him a check, and he took his game-winning check or not game-winning, but his fighting check money, and it got stolen, along with a watch and some other cash he had on hand. It all got stolen from him. Did you hear about that?
No, I did.
That is a crazy story.
That was a part of the headline I missed about
Yeah. I heard it on ESPN. I read about it on an article in there, and I just couldn't believe. Hey, what's that tell you? Stop going out and drinking.
Well, I just said, well, you shouldn't do that. At least at least when you have a huge fight the night before. Now, I think I could. Now, I mean, if you do it afterwards, okay. Just word of advice: don't take your wallet.
Don't take your wallet.
Honestly, just don't take your wallet.
John, if you're gonna be back here doing the camera,
pretty much take it.
I'm getting on the camera crew. John, if you're gonna be back here doing the camera, you can't whisper. But they pick you up. Oh, this is great. On Levitard show, they do the same thing. Dan Levitard and them. They have the people in the background, and it's just so. Other than that, do you see anything happening? Oh, NBA draft coming up. Our boy Diallo. Great measurements at the combine
this week,
and he is being rated pretty high now. I think he's going to stay in.
Well, it's a good chance he's staying. I'm kind of looking at it, like 50-50. I say it's 50-50 chance, based on what he did at the combine that he might just stay in. There's also half of a chance, he might decide to return to school.
So this is also too. De'Aaron Fox is being looked at. I think I'm going to say it. De'Aaron Fox will be the number one pick in the NBA draft.
Okay. Well, I don't know about number one, but he'll definitely be a top five.
Top five, but they're saying that he's the best player in the draft. But he's saying he said it. He said it to everyone else that he's the best player. A lot of people. You know why I think he'll be drafted number one? Because he has. Not only does he have the skill set, not only does he have the body, but right now he's displaying more grown-up man mentality than any of the other players I can think of. Like Alonzo Ball, some people say he might be better than De'Aaron Fox, which he's not. I don't think he is. But some people say that. But Alonzo Ball is. Sorry, Alonzo Ball, if you watch this, you act like a child.
Well, I mean,
it's true.
Well, I just say, well, I'll look at it like this. Okay, let's say Fox is actually. I just say he's a top, and he's to me he's gonna be a top 10 pick in the draft.
Right.
And I looked at some of the combine Thursday, and I said, they had him predicted somewhere at 4,
mm-hmm.
and they had Lonzo Ball at 2, and here I am thinking to myself, okay, apparently you all missed the NCAA Sweet 16 match, Kentucky UCLA. Fox had just about as 4 times as many points as ball, 39-10. Okay. So that should probably tell you something. That should tell them something. And probably one who had both of them, had had great college seasons, freshman seasons.
Right.
They'll probably give the edge to Ball, based on statistics or whatever.
Right. I would honestly say that De'Aaron Fox was more consistent than Alonzo Ball.
Well,
in the big games.
Well, yeah, honestly, yeah, maybe probably, in the big games when it mattered.
Yeah.
Okay. I just think they also had Monk in the top 10. And I just think, which I agree, Monk is the top.
Have you
10.
noticed Monk's conversation is kind of sizzled? It sizzled down about him being like, you're not hearing this big old praise. I guess after the shots have stopped falling, there's nothing else that's really impressing you about Monk. Like I've heard more about Ball because of his dad. I've heard more about Fox. I've heard more about Diallo. I just not saying that Monk's not going to be drafted high. I'm just saying that was Monk and is Monk a flashy shooter, and that's what he is. He's going to make you some athleticism with the layups and dunks, but is he just a flashy shooter? Is that all you're getting? Are you getting another? Now he made some blocks. Or are you getting someone slightly better at defense than James Harden, but you're basically getting another James Harden? There's nothing wrong with being James Harden. You want to be better than James Harden, be your own person. I'm not sold on Monk. A lot of Kentucky fans were. Monk, if you're watching, you played great for us. I'm not sold on you. I mean, you're a good player. I would draft you. I would not waste a top 4 pick on you. I hate to say it. I'd rather have Bam. Bam's what do you weigh in? 243? 6'10", 243, something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah. And I would rather have him. But a lot of people say you're crazy, take Monk.
Well, I'll just say with Monk, he can. I said Monk has had the ability to drive. I just think
he does.
He
does.
He's a shooting guard. I just think and at times when he gets hot, he's hot.
What about?
And he scores in droves.
So who would Monk remind? Monk reminds me of Reggie Miller. I don't know if he's that great of a shooter yet. Kinda, because off the dribble shooting.
He's kind of like a little more built version of Reggie Miller.
Yeah, I'll give you Monk if you want to take that as a compliment. I know you're not going to watch, but if you did, Reggie Miller. I'm not saying that. I'll take Monk top 10. If I was sitting at like between 7 and 10, out of what players are left, I'm taking Malik Monk. And I'm hoping that Monk comes into this Glenn Rice style shooting or Reggie Miller style shooting, you know what I'm saying? Or Peja Stojakovic, he's going to be that much of a sharp shooter and scorer. Does Kyle Wiltshire, or not Kyle Wiltshire, our big guy, the big white guy from Kentucky.
Humphreys?
No, not Humphreys. Humphreys going overseas.
Oh. Good.
Come on, Dominique Hawkins and...
You referring to Derek?
Derek Willis. And I'll say it again. Derek, you're a fantastic basketball player. I'd draft you too, late first round. I know that's kind of crazy. But I like Derek Willis because he stretches the floor. He's big. He's tall. I like him. And if you give Derek a little bit of move, he can make one good dribble move and dunk. He reminds me of more athletic Dirk Nowitzki.
I just said he can, and
minus the fadeaway.
Yeah, I understand. And if you leave Derek open for 3-point range, I'd say maybe 7 to 8 times out of 10 is going in.
Right. I'd say, can you see Derek getting picked up in the second round?
Probably.
Late second?
Yeah.
Last few picks?
Yeah.
I see that. Briscoe, did you see the comment Isaiah Briscoe made?
He was
oh, no. Were you going to take up for him? That's BS. Go ahead and tell everybody what he said. I know they probably read it.
Okay. Basically, Briscoe was getting, all the Kentucky questions at the combine, and basically he was just saying he was just tired of talking about the school. I just think, he said he's moved on.
We were tired as a fan base that you couldn't make a jump shot. I mean, you want to be that rude to us, who root you on, then we'll be that rude to you. That's how we feel what you just did there. We didn't make you who you were, but I tell you this right now, Mr. Briscoe. You go to Illinois, you go to Arizona, guess what? You're not even being talked to at the combine, to be honest with you. So you better be lucky, you better be counting your lucky stars or blessing your lucky stars that you went to the University of Kentucky and had fans like, what do you agree? Do you agree with that or do you agree? I understand what you're saying, that he was tired of the questions. But there's another way he could have said that. hey guys, I loved my school. I loved being there. It was a great time. Won't you ask me some other questions about how this combine experience is going?
Yeah.
That's a better way. You know who would answer that way? Darian Fox, because he's becoming a grown person. He's only a freshman too.
I'm just saying with that would have been the way to word it.
Right.
Yeah, I just said
Right.
that would have been the way to word it. But I just said, but you know what, Briscoe. I just said, but you know what, okay, good. I just say good luck to you. And I see, and I hope you get drafted. Maybe late first, early second. Maybe so.
And guess what, Briscoe? If it doesn't work out, we'll love to have you back as assistant coach at Kentucky. Then you can answer even more questions about University of Kentucky. Jab, cross. So that was he pissed me off. That comment, I read that comment. It dug into us as fans. I mean, it really did. I'm not, I don't like. A lot of people waste a lot of money to watch these guys play. And if we're lucky, you guys stay around for 1 year nowadays. Not everybody gets a chance to go wait. Oh, I can wait 2 or 3 years to go see these guys because they'll be around. You guys are there for 1 year. And some of us can't afford tickets but up in the damn nosebleeds. And you're going to say you're tired of answering questions about those people or about your experience at that place. That's a ridiculous comment. Should have never came out of his mouth. And I hope John Calipari called him and said something about it. You get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I understand. I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying, but he's Briscoe's his own person. I mean,
he is. He is.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like Cal's coaching him, telling him like, okay, this is what you should say or whatever. I just say, give it time. I said maybe about a year or two, Briscoe will be back. For the annual.
Maybe he'll send an apology too.
Alumni game, and said that would just be all water under the bridge, or whatever.
It should be.
And it will.
That's
a big thing.
Other than that, that's really a lot of the sports topics going on right now. Baseball tonight, baseball tomorrow. You got your NBA Western Conference Finals. You got your Eastern semi-conference finals. Game 7.
Semifinal, Game 7. That's
Game
Monday.
7.
Yes, I said the win. Yeah,
when do they play Cleveland? When would that happen? If whoever wins, Boston or Washington, would they play like Wednesday?
Probably either Wednesday or
Thursday.
One of the two. I just say because Cleveland's been off for the last week and a half.
I was watching. I think it was one of the shows on ESPN, and they said that they believed that Washington would give a better game towards beating Cleveland. It was Dan Levitard and them. You guys have a good show in the morning. But they believe that Washington would have a better shot at beating Cleveland than Boston. And that's what I said when the playoffs started. Someone was going to beat Boston. It had to be someone with a point guard, a shooting guard, and someone down low. And they got Gortat, they got Bradley Beal, and they got John Wall. So it's those three versus Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, and LeBron James. Kevin Love is better than Gortat. Bradley Beal, I guess, is not as good as Kyrie Irving. I don't know. It depends on what you're looking at. John Wall's not better than LeBron James yet. But in 2 or 3 more years, when LeBron James is like 33, 34, John Wall will be better than LeBron James. What do you think?
I was gonna say probably. I mean, because right now, LeBron's kind of like playing. I guess you probably consider this his prime or whatever. I mean, because this is his. I can even count 6th or 7th straight conference final.
Yeah, a lot of miles on him. You just opened the can of worms. You made me remember. I'm so happy that you said that. Because you said he's on his 6th or 7th straight game, and I said a lot of miles.
Yeah, that's it.
Conference. Sorry, guys, not 6th or 7th.
Possibly NBA.
I'm so excited to throw this out there. Let me throw the fish line out. I'm about to hook it in on LeBron's mouth. Okay, here it is. Think about this, guys. They said it in the Toronto series after they got swept. They said, if we would have had LeBron, we would have won. It's crazy when a guy with all those type of miles still on him is able to play at that type of level. After all the season in the NBA, that type of level. So, some people say, were they paying a compliment? Or were they insinuating something? I think doping scandals coming.
Oh, wait,
Put the band on.
No.
Put it on.
No.
Why not?
I said no. Doping scandal. No. I said no. I'm not buying that doping scandal stuff. Now.
He's doing he's strong.
No.
He's strong.
I'm not buying that.
How many years has he been in?
This is his 14th.
When did he start playing? What age?
He started playing at 18, so he's around. So he's in our age group. Sorry to throw that out there. Honestly, but
And you feel just doing your job, right? Imagine a strenuous NBA season and you going into the damn championship games in the playoffs.
I mean, well, hell, if I were playing basketball as long as LeBron has, I'd probably look about 10 or 15 years old.
He looks old. That's insinuation of drugs. People who do drugs look a little bit older.
Hold on now, not necessarily.
Oh,
now, come on now. I mean, you know what I'm saying.
Put it on. 5 more years, it'll come out that he's been taking steroids for probably the last 4 or 5 years. He's been taking steroids, and it'll ruin and tarnish his legacy.
No, that could.
Asterisk next to his records.
Honestly, that's impossible. See, he always has to throw in digs at everything and everybody. I'm just
4 to 5. Go ahead and join my boy A-Rod. Go ahead and join Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens, Mark McGuire. You know what they all have in common? They're from one sport that you really need all that power, which is baseball, knocking the ball out. But then you go to basketball, and you just didn't let Father Time catch up with you. Because technically...
Come on now. Wait a second now.
Okay.
That's impossible.
Most players, when they come out of high school at 22 to 24 years of age, 10 years in the league, they're 32 to 34.
Whoa. Wait a second. Did you just say come out of high school at 22?
No, go out of high school, go to college, then come to the pros. Most of them, before they started this 1-year process and done. But back in the day, when it was like during the 90s, you'd have guys that go to high school, come out, 19, 20, 21, 22. They'd be 22 drafted, play in the NBA when they're 22 in 6 months, and by the end of the season, they'd be 23. So within 10 years, they're 33 years old. And by that time, we started to see decline in their basketball game. This guy has been doing this since 18. He should already been declining, and he's not because he's taking steroids or some type of HGH medicine.
Wait a second now. That
what?
In some athletes' cases, that might be true. In some, it's
so
not.
it's true for Tiger Woods, right? Some people blame him, say that he took some crap. They cheat on his wife. We know that part's true. And then they said something about some HGH stuff he may have took. Everybody might want to believe that one, but they don't want to believe the possibility of LeBron. Why? Why not?
I just said, well, hell, I don't know. I don't know what's in this medicine cabinet. I don't even want to know.
But I'm just saying, it's like.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying.
Wait,
you know what I mean.
Wait a second. Wait. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Rewind. Okay. All right. I'll give this. Okay. Okay. We get Michael Jordan. Came into the NBA at age 21.
21.
Okay. Now see, he played his entire NBA career with Chicago.
Yep. Had that year and 3 or 4 months played baseball.
Yeah. I said during the 90s. I said during this time, won 6 titles, two three-peats.
2 3-peats.
Yeah, and then he took the 2 years off for baseball.
That was in the middle before. That was after the first 3-peat. He took the time off, then he came back
and did a 3-peat again.
And then he left.
Had the grand send-off, Game 6 of the '98 NBA Finals in Utah. Game-winning shot. Bulls win the title. Michael, age 35 at the time, goes out. Okay, now during that time, do you seriously would think that Michael Jordan would do steroids?
No, because that's what I'm trying to say.
Steroids at that time?
Okay, when Jordan won his let's go back to 1996. How old was Jordan in 1996?
Around 30. He was in his early 30s, around 30.
So about the same, where LeBron's at about right now.
3.
Right? About a year or two older. Okay, here's the thing. What was Jordan doing in 96 differently than he did in like 1990 or 91? Jordan started changing his game up. Why? Because he could not do the things he could consistently do back in the 90s because he was getting older. He was more miles on his body. He started changing to the fadeaways. He stopped doing less dunks. So Jordan changed. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, I understand. But that probably doesn't necessarily mean that that all professional athletes like okay.
Karl Malone changed. He got old. He went to the Rockets after the Jazz a little bit, or no, Lakers, and he couldn't do what he could do. Gary Payton changed. He went to the Lakers for a little. He changed. They changed because they got old.
Okay,
the game was not the same.
Okay,
that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, I understand, but that's what I'm trying to say too. Okay, like Tim. Okay, it was a really good one. Tim Duncan.
He changed.
Yeah, came in 21, retired in 2016 at age 40.
And he used to be
5-time NBA champion.
Remember how he used to bang so much every game, like down low, baby hook shots, all that? He still did that when he was like 38 and 37 and all that. But what did he start developing more? A little bit more of a mid-range jumper. Because his body couldn't take the banging anymore because he's getting older. Now, of course, that was around 36, 37. That's what I'm saying with LeBron. You got to put in the fact that he's been playing since he's 18. Kobe Bryant, there's our good example. Kobe started playing when he was 18. Success early, winning championships, playing longer seasons.
And Kobe retired last year around in his late 30s.
And Kobe changed his game. He went from flashy dribbles, jump shots like off the dribble, to dunks and off the dribble, to fadeaway jump shots and all kinds.
Okay.
LeBron's yet to change.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, now I see what you're saying, about people changing their game.
Thank you.
Game, about, changing their performance after...
I got it. I told you he believes me now.
A certain age, after a certain age. Okay, let's honestly what. Well, I mean, you have other athletes, who can put up,
Brett Favre.
Prime numbers. Brett Favre.
He did pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I said he did. 2009.
Did he take something? I don't know.
At the age of 40.
That might
with the Vikings. Almost took the Vikings to the Super Bowl.
He was still. You could tell he was a little bit step slower running and all that. I can't tell LeBron slower. I can't. I'm telling you, he looks like a gazelle still. He's jumping through the damn roof, and there's no way he should be doing that. He's played so many damn seasons. It's not his age. Everybody's like, he's only, 31? 32. Everybody's like, he's only 32. He's not 36. Technically, if you base him on a scale of like where Jordan was at this point in time, you can't look at him at 32. You have to look at him at 34 or 35. Because he's playing 3 years earlier at a younger age than what Jordan did. And Jordan started to slow down. This guy should not be playing ball beyond 35 or 36. Kobe Bryant was the exception. But LeBron's body's bigger. I think he should not be playing that much longer. If he is, I'm questioning.
Honestly, there'll probably be a question. He probably will, I'd say play until probably somewhere around his mid
35, 36?
Probably. If not go out, around the same time, like Kobe did. Because Kobe left around 37, I believe. I'd say, but Kobe gave a fantastic farewell
last game. He threw up 1,000 shots.
60 points.
He took 1,000 to make 60.
I just said,
but he still scored 60. Give him that, right?
Yeah. I just said, I figured their game plan was for that year. But I figured the Lakers' plan for that game. But I say, you know what? This is Kobe's last game. Let him do all the scoring, and he did. And coincidentally, the Lakers won that game.
I agree. Okay, so we're kind of you don't full. I just want to make this correction. He does not fully agree with me. He does not think LeBron James has taken any type of HGH or steroids type stuff. But he does see a little bit of what I'm saying, that he should have already probably start changing up. But what if it ain't broke, don't change it. But I'm just saying, at this pace, from 18 playing all these, because you got to think when he was young too, he was playing in championship games also with Cleveland young. So this is not like he's just finally been getting to these finals and playing this late. So with all those type of miles, you would think his body maybe would have started and he would have started shooting more fadeaways or stopped driving so fast. You get that point.
Yeah.
But J-Rod doesn't agree with me that he's took anything. He just sees my point.
I said, no, you don't. No, you necessarily don't have to have. No, you don't have to take no kind of steroids. I mean, I just said, well, hell, I mean, they're saying if you're closing in on 40 years old and you can deliver a shooter, you can throw up like 40-something points, you can still throw up alley-oops and just like you were when you were 20s or something. I'm like, go right on the head.
But go ahead.
Go
Just
ahead.
eventually at 45, if you're still doing a 360 dunk, we got some questions that need to be answered.
I wouldn't say that.
I don't know how many minutes we're at, but I know we're pretty high. So we're going to go ahead and cut it there. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching another weekend sports lineup. What did we call it? Weekend sports?
J&J Weekend Sports.
I hope you enjoyed another J&J Weekend Sports. And don't forget to like, subscribe,
comment,
and share. And we hope to see you, Jay.
Yeah. See you guys
Later, guys.
later.